fuck it is. Love it. Got it, yeah. Yeah, you know how we coming all summer, nigga. All winter. What the fuck? We don't give a fuck what time it is, nigga. We want what's ours. Yeah.
Bitch, I been charged up. Shit, I had to boss up. Bitch, I had to get it. A nigga been broke long, whipping coke to the coke songs. Cut it and flip it, my niggas been clipping shit. Got barbers on deck on your head, and I bet you they bet this shit. Barber chairs, yeah, my niggas spinning. Switch the Glock for the Glock with the switches. I like my guns like I like all my bitches. All black and it come with extensions. Getting money and it come with the bitches. 99 problems, none of them bitches. I'm in that Medellin, 50,000 in pockets. Your Spanish bitch, both of them kissing. Ask your bitch, she'll tell you I'm different. I'm known internationally, nigga. Shit, I got a passport.
We back once again. 3 Sides to a Story podcast. City minds think alike. We took some time off, but now we back. The world been asking for it. So you ask, you shall receive.
Yes, sir.
Baltimore City, you know.
Already.
The world been waiting long enough. Well, the city been waiting long enough. East Coast been waiting long enough. West Coast, down south, Midwest.
Yeah, and that's it. So let's jump straight into it, fellas. How y'all feel about this fight, man? My man Errol, Spence, EJ, you know, Mr. Bud Crawford.
You talking about boxing?
Yeah.
I thought you was talking about the fight I had last night. No, because that's what it felt like.
Oh, yeah.
But no, Errol, we talking about boxing or just that fight?
We're gonna start with that fight.
Because the biggest fight, you already know, was last night in Baltimore. But we'll talk about that later.
That's a
but
fact.
Since you wanna just be political about it and talk about the money, the people that got paid for fighting, Errol, who you want me to talk about, Terrance or Errol?
Well, whoever you want to start
I'm
with.
gonna pick the one I don't like first.
That's Crawford.
I don't like Crawford.
Yeah.
Right? And the reason why I don't like Crawford, he can fight, but I don't like his brand. To me, his brand stinks. Meaning, it's up and down.
Right.
For example, just like Tyson and Holyfield.
Right.
On paper, Holyfield was a better fighter than Tyson, but his brand was bland. Guy from Georgia.
Right.
Tyson had the city way about him, the view. But I'm gonna talk about Crawford. I respect Crawford, but I don't care for his brand.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You like Crawford?
Nah, never cared for him.
So I'm gonna be honest. This a bias set. We Spence lovers, and I'm gonna say, you know what I mean, to all y'all Bud fans, y'all got it. You know, we was wrong. Y'all got it right. It is what it is. But you know, I'm making it known. I'm a Spence fan. I'm still rocking with you, EJ, all the way.
For a whole week.
Straight up.
Yeah, sure.
Who you like?
You know I like Bud.
Oh, we got.
I don't know who you like.
We got a Bud.
Crawford.
Okay, why you like Crawford?
Because he a killer.
He your favorite fighter?
Yeah.
So
like
what
one of my favorite fighters.
So role model Rick, what you think about the fight?
Man, honestly, this what I told Ricardo. Honestly, it's not that loss is how you lose.
Facts.
You dig what I'm saying?
Facts.
And you know, I was expecting a lot more from Errol. To be honest with you, man. You know, it was a lot of build up. What, 7 years?
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people really were expecting a war in there. You dig what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, but just a lot of disappointment.
So how you feel about the stoppage? Do you think it was a good stoppage or?
It was a great stoppage, honestly.
You think so?
Yeah.
See, how you feel about the stoppage?
I feel it was best stoppage because Errol Spence wasn't at his best and he wasn't 100%.
Right.
100% Errol.
Right.
Now, I'm gonna say this in Crawford's defense: Crawford wasn't 100%.
Why you say that?
He got shot before, and
but he was a kid when he got shot.
It's no mistake he got shot in his hand too. That's still trauma.
He got shot in his head.
Yeah, fact.
And I believe he got shot in his hand before too.
Yeah.
Right. So that's still trauma. So he wasn't 100% going to the
So you
fight.
mean holistically?
Right.
Right.
But Errol wasn't 100%. Period. After the car accident.
Right.
Now and I'm gonna say this: I still think because of the fight went the way it went, I still think Crawford would have won the fight. But I think the accident caused him to dominate the fight and give Errol Spence a beat.
See, I don't know. With me, with the stoppage, just when it come to boxing in general, like I know Errol is a warrior. You feel what I'm saying? That's the nigga that would have went out on the shield.
Right.
Fuck it. You feel what I mean? It's boxing. One shot can change the dynamic of the entire fight. You feel what I'm saying? So when I see big fights like that, I'd rather see like a Wilder ending. When I say Wilder, I mean like Fury and Wilder. You know what I mean? How Wilder went out on the shield.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So I would have liked to see, fuck it, let him go out on the shield, see what the fuck happened, and let the best man
Yeah,
win.
but I mean, after the second
Knockdown.
round,
okay.
first knockdown, that was it, man.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
You think so?
Yeah.
So ain't nobody upset with the
Yeah,
stop?
he took his heart from there, man.
You think so?
So do you think it was more disrespectful that Terrance let up off the gas with him? Or do you think that's
I think he did it. You know
part
why?
like?
I think he proved a point. A show of boxing display of boxing. Terrance Crawford.
Say it again?
He showed a display of boxing.
Yeah, he's
Absolutely.
But do
You know
you
what I'm
think
saying?
it was disrespectful for him to take it easy after a while, or do you think he should have just trashed him? Of all the build up, his family disrespecting his family, his
More than what he tracked him. Yo, I mean, he beat the shit out of him, bro.
check this
Yo,
out.
bro, he beat him like Kunta.
He beat the shit out
He beat him
of
like
him.
Kunta.
He beat the shit out of him.
What do you
He
mean?
beat the shit out of him, right?
Yeah.
He didn't beat them white men. Fuck Kunta up. They didn't take it easy on Kunta.
Okay.
He let him off the gas.
Yeah, he
I'm glad
did.
that
He
Crawford did that to Spence though.
Sportsman.
I'm glad.
Why you glad?
Like you know, because I had to hit 7 years straight for this guy, from this guy. Oh, Crawford ain't
Facts.
shit.
That's true.
Crawford never fought nobody.
Facts.
Crawford ain't got no chin. He got hurt by Gamboa. He this and that. And look what happened. He showed ya.
So
He that guy.
I'm gonna
He
apologize to you on camera for the world to see. You was right. I was wrong. To all y'all Crawford fans,
No, yeah.
y'all got it. You feel what I'm saying?
I gotta give a man.
I ain't
props. Real
apologizing.
shit.
Your man won.
Real
You ain't
shit.
bet because you
Real
ain't bet
shit.
no money.
Yeah, ain't bet no money.
Tell the world you ain't won bet though.
Right.
I still went with my man.
Facts.
You still lost.
How you know I didn't bet?
Cause
You didn't
ain't
bet me.
You
Yeah, I
ain't
didn't
bet me
bet you,
neither.
but I bet some money.
Who argue about Crawford and Spence more than me and you? Of anybody in the East Coast, who argue between Errol Spence and Crawford
Yeah,
more than me
me
and you?
and you,
So
yeah.
you still lost. You know he ain't win no money.
Facts.
And I bet on Earl again, but
Yeah,
just
I
not
am.
with Crawford.
And why you say that? You say Errol again. So how y'all feel about the rematch that's coming?
I don't think it's a good idea, honestly, bro.
Not a good idea. I think Earl should come back and fight. I say go up and fight that guy, Tim Tszyu.
Tim
Oh,
Tszyu,
that
that's
dude
a
from
good one.
Australia.
And if
Yeah,
you beat
yeah.
Tim Tszyu, then retire. At least you'll retire a winner.
Y'all,
That's
y'all,
what I
Yeah.
think.
So
I
y'all
like that.
ready for?
Yeah.
How old is Earl? 32,
33.
33. Y'all want
Yeah.
this 33-year-old man, one of the best boxers in our generation, to retire because he took one L?
No, absolutely not.
Because we would not be talking
He
about
didn't
retirement.
he take a loss. He took an ass whipping.
He took a mean ass whipping. But
Yeah, it's different.
we don't
difference.
ask nobody else to
It's a
retire after
difference.
one ass whipping. So why do niggas want to see my man retire? I think that's so disrespectful.
I think this.
And I think it'll be cowardice.
If he come back trying to prove a point, don't come back. If he come back thinking he still have the love for boxing, because just like Tyson, and I'm always gonna pivot off of Tyson. Tyson said in the ring when that white boy knocked him out, when that white man knocked him out, he said this. And keep in mind, this is Baltimore, y'all. This is not a racist city. So when I say white boy, black boy, nigga, that's pertaining to everybody.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm just letting y'all know that now. And Tyson said in the ring, I can't keep disrespecting y'all. I'm done. I don't love the sport no more.
Right.
He said that.
Right.
So
right.
if Earl coming back to prove a point like Tyson did,
Right.
he should take a blueprint off of Tyson and not come back if he trying to prove a point. If he feel as though he still love the sport, then come back and fight one more fight, but just don't fight Bud.
See, I don't think it's
I like that.
I don't think it's in his nature for one. A nigga is competitive. I don't know if y'all seen the story that Sean Porter was saying. He was saying, you know, because his father coached Earl through the Olympics and all that.
Right.
So he came on camera a couple of days ago and he said Earl's makeup is different. He said his father, he was losing, you know, because Earl he placed second in the Olympics, and his father was basically telling him, Porter's father was telling him, box him a little bit. And Earl was like, nah. He was like, I gotta make him feel me, coach. Like, I gotta make him feel me. You know what I mean? And that was letting him know early, like, he's a competitive warrior that wants to go in there, punish you, and he's gonna fight through it. He wants to show adversity. He wants to make you feel his punches, and that's how he won a lot of his fights. So I say all that to say I don't think it's his makeup. I don't think he's lost that fire or that spark. I think it's in him. He's been doing it since he was 7 years old.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's something that he loves to do. I definitely don't want to see him retire after a loss like that, and I don't think he's gonna retire off of one loss. I think he's gonna sharpen his skills up, correct some of the mistakes. Now, whether he beats him or not, I don't know, but I do believe it's gonna be a more competitive fight.
Correction.
Second fight.
You don't lose your heart. But mentally, if you ain't there, spiritually you ain't
Facts.
there, physically you
Facts.
ain't there, it's
Facts.
over, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I
It's
totally
over,
agree
bro.
with that.
My grandfather still think he can beat me. Physically,
Right.
he can't beat me. But he'll always be able to beat me. Why? Because he used to whip my ass, so he still know how to do it. But
Right.
physically, he just can't do it.
Right.
Right.
So, with that said, now to your boy. Who is the once Charlo fight Canelo? Let's talk about that. That's a fight coming up.
I think that's an L for Charlo. I don't fuck with you, Charlo. I'm letting you know right now. I ain't a Charlo fan.
Why not?
We've talked about this off camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
real shit.
he's a suburban kid. You know what I mean? He's a clown that can fight. Am I
Clown?
a clown?
I like him. I think he's an athlete, but I mean, outside of the ring, yeah, he's a clown.
Yeah.
Inside of the ring, honestly,
I mean, he's
a shot boxer.
Yeah.
But what does out of the ring got to do with anything?
Acting drunk, you know what I'm saying?
Acting drunk.
I mean, being drunk, being belligerent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's
Just
not him though.
getting smacked.
His brother.
Huh?
His brother is the one that gets drunk.
Oh, the
and
big
shit.
one, the big one.
Yeah. It's
I
not
think
him.
both of them. I mean,
No.
It's mainly the big one.
no, but Mel, the young one, talks the most shit more than anybody.
Oh, the younger one?
Yeah, Mel,
well, he
the one that's
back-
undisputed.
right.
Nah, he can back. That's what
He
I say he can
back
fight.
up.
Yeah, he's a fighting
Does he beat
motherfucker.
Canelo?
You think he beat Canelo?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Anybody think he beats Canelo?
But
I
I'm
think
rooting.
it's too-
I'm going with the underdog.
You going with Canelo?
Yeah,
I mean,
because
It's hard
Charlo.
for somebody
I mean,
to go two weight
I don't like
classes
Canelo, yo.
Facts.
and be
Yeah, I
like
never liked
somebody
Canelo,
great.
bro.
Like,
I agree.
No, I don't like Canelo fans.
You don't
Matter of fact, I
like
don't like Canelo fans.
So as weird as it sounds, I'm with you on that. I do want to see him beat Canelo because I'm not a Canelo fan either.
Right.
You know what I mean? I am rooting for him. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
But outside of that, I don't think so.
So who can beat Canelo at 168?
At 168?
At his own weight class.
If he wasn't out,
I mean,
honestly,
Devo did it.
outside of boxing, he hasn't boxed for like what 2.5 years, 3 years.
Who?
The big Charlo.
Yeah, 2 years he's been up.
That would be 50-50. I said beat him. Hands down.
Beat him?
Benavidez.
Benavidez?
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah. I'm taking Benavidez.
That's a good argument.
Yeah.
but
That's a good argument.
He stops Benavidez too.
You
at
think he stops
168,
him?
of course.
Yeah.
Cater Plant technically beat
Yeah, he's boxing the shit
David
out of him.
Benavidez.
He was boxing shit out of
But
him.
Yeah,
David
boxing,
Benavidez hurt Cater Plant.
Facts.
Right.
And the ref kind of helped David Benavidez beat Cater Plant.
Yeah,
Right.
He was
If
allowing
you
all
go
the
back and
holding
watch
all
that fight.
Facts.
Right.
With all the holding and all that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, facts. So I agree with you.
So are you going to try to win some money off Canelo because you don't like him? You going to think with your heart because you don't like somebody?
No,
Yeah, I
honestly,
ain't making that
I didn't
mistake
want to bet for this fight. Man,
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
still
yeah.
hurting, man, from
Yeah.
Errol Spence
That's a
Ascopin,
fact.
yo.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I'm still hurting, man. But it's gonna be a good fight, though.
So
yeah.
how y'all feel about Inoue being compared to Crawford and them two fighting for number one pound for pound? Do you think it should be hands down Crawford, or you think it's an argument for Inoue?
It's hands down Crawford because he's been in the game a lot longer.
Absolutely.
But it's not
Yeah,
hands down
Crawford.
for achievements and how easy he made it look. Crawford had a lot of mishaps. Your promoter don't like you.
Right. Top rank.
The only people like you is the people from Omaha, Nebraska, technically. Every boxer say anything about Crawford, they just say how skillful he is.
Facts.
He don't even believe in the win that he won. He keeps saying, y'all didn't believe in me anyway. Enjoy your win.
Facts.
Who cares who didn't believe you won?
Right.
So it's not a happy one for him neither. Because he's still complaining about who didn't like him. He don't want to give interviews with people. He don't want to shake people's hands because they went for Errol Spence.
Right.
Right.
Bob Erm ain't even believe in him. So what I'm saying is, just him beating Spence gets him there.
Right.
But his road to success was so rocky.
Right.
So even if Spence never gave him that fight, he wouldn't be Crawford.
Facts.
His name would be,
Facts.
but he wouldn't be legendary.
Facts. Because, and that's one of the reasons why I was always against him or didn't believe in him. Like, you know, some of y'all believed in him because I felt like his resume. I seen on tape that the motherfucker crafty. He crafty. He can fight his ass off. Right. Nigga can box. But I just didn't believe in his competition. So therefore, it was hard to kind of, you know, confidently take him as a winner when we seen Errol Spence's resume, like it speaks for itself.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? The motherfucker got 3 belts for a reason. You know what I mean? He's beat the best of the best. Crawford, for whatever reason, motherfuckers want to say, oh, niggas was scared, they ain't want to give him the fight, they ain't want to give him an opportunity, all that, whatever. Whatever. His resume wasn't impressive to me, and I didn't think that his ability was going to translate to a fighter on Spence's caliber. Right. So that's where, you know, my misjudgment came from.
I mean, nice too. He proved it, man.
So shifting it. Jaron Bush Ennis.
Right.
Is the future for the 147.
He is.
Tank Davis is the future for the 135 and the 140.
Facts. That's true.
Once Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby and the powers that be stopped playing with his legacy, because they made him miss too many legendary fights. He supposed to been beat Lomachenko.
That's a fact.
He supposed to been fought Teofimo Lopez.
Right.
So the best thing for Tank to fight Teofimo Lopez right now.
Right. Tank
picking and choosing what he want to do. But what I'm saying is, look out for the future now. Terrance Crawford already say he retiring.
Right.
He ducking.
Like
I'm not gonna say he's ducking Jaron Bush Anderson, but since we still on Terrance and we giving him his flowers while he's still here, and what I mean by still here, still in boxing.
Right.
Before he vacate them belts, because he don't want to fight Jaron Bush Anderson.
Yeah, he said that.
I mean,
he's even entertaining fights with Tank. He's even not considering, but entertaining it. He entertaining fights with Canelo. But when they say Jaron Bush Ennis, he's saying he's ready to leave and go up to 154 to fight Charlie.
Yeah, his exact words was, I'm looking forward for bigger and better fights.
And what's bigger and better than Jaron Bush Ennis? Come on, at your own weight class.
I agree.
154 Charlo, undisputed.
Yeah.
Charlo is fighting Canelo in September.
Yeah.
Okay.
He might not
after
be
after that fight.
You know
how much strenuous and strain that man will take on his body, even if he beat Canelo.
It's hard for him to make that weight.
What?
147 game.
Well, he said he done with 140.
Yeah,
but the motherfucking boots can come up to 154. It's a 7-pound difference. If niggas want to make it happen, they can make it happen.
Yeah, but he don't want to do that, bro.
Did he say that? I didn't hear him say that.
No, he said that.
Who said what?
It was hard for him to make 147.
Yeah, he did. He said it was difficult for him, so he going up to 154.
So that's your story, and you sticking to it?
I'm saying I believe him.
I'm saying it's 7 pounds. Like what I would like to see, I need to see this rematch.
Rematch with who?
For who?
With Spence.
Let it go.
It's already been signed and documented. It's coming.
You got it.
It's coming.
No rematch.
It's coming. I'm telling you what's going on.
One-sided ass whipping,
so
my nigga.
These are the family out there telling you no.
Nigga, go fight that nigga.
Errol.
Go fight that nigga. So this is what's happening. The rematch is coming. It's already Spence already made it known. He going to 154. Crawford agreed. He don't have no problem with it. They gonna have a rematch. It's an agreement. They have to. It's in the club. So boom. After that, Canelo gonna beat the shit out of Charlo. Boom. Crawford takes the Charlo fight. Undisputed at 154. I see him probably retire from that. But if you want to add a cherry on the top, I would like to see him go out with the boots fight last and then go ahead and retire. But that's what's in the cards. The rematch is coming. That's already.
I don't think it's gonna be a rematch.
It's already coming.
Skipping. Which fight you want to see next?
Oh man, bro, I would love to see Tank, man.
Fight who?
You know, talking about
with Gary Russell, man. Like
I just want to beat the shit out of him. I want to see him beat the shit out of him, so DC can shut the fuck up.
Real shit, man.
So what you got against DC?
Niggas talk a lot of shit, man.
But you know, it's a DC Baltimore rivalry.
Correction, Gary Russell ain't from DC. He from PG County.
Well, that's what he claiming.
He from Oxon Hill.
Oh, all right. Well, that's what he claimed.
He claimed DC though.
Yeah, he claiming DC. And DC taking them on. They taking them on.
Some people in DC taking them on.
So I would like to see.
And let's keep it real when it comes to boxing, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna say this because I lived in Baltimore all my life. DC brothers can fight. They can box.
They can.
Right.
From
They can.
training school
Nah, they can.
to the prison
That's a
system,
fact. That's
they
a
can
fact.
fight.
That's a fact.
Right.
And I'm gonna say this: most DC men, they on man time.
Fact.
They love Tank just as much as they love Gary Russell.
Facts.
Tank used to train there. Some of Tank
Facts.
trainers are there.
Facts.
Adrian Peterson and his brother love Tank like a
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
That geographical
Right.
shit that they do
Right.
when boxers is already
Established.
established,
Right.
that goes out of the door.
Right.
When Tank beat that boy and when Tank beat
Garcia.
Rolly in New York, I was there. Tank say, "Rest in peace to Mr. Russell. Let's stop and have a moment of
I
silence
remember
for
that.
him."
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Gary Russell and them hating ass was in the audience.
Right.
When Tank did
Right,
that.
right,
He
right.
didn't do that for them.
Right.
He did that because Tank really loved that man. That
Facts.
man made sure he was alright
Facts.
when they was on tour and the amateurs together. One thing about boxing and sports, it's real racial.
Right.
So we just see the outside of it. So this ain't a Baltimore and DC thing. Even when Tank and Gary Russell fight, Gary Russell's father would like Tank just as much as, matter of fact, Gary Russell's brother fool with Tank. But just do his brother running his mouth trying to get a fight, we get it.
Right.
But I do like to see Errol and Tank fight.
You said Errol.
I mean, not Errol,
Russell.
Gary and
Russell.
Russell and Tank
I
fight
think it'd
only
be a stoppage.
because I think it'll be a stop too.
Yeah.
Only because it's a good fight and it's long overdue.
Yeah.
Right.
it's
And
all
right
good.
now,
Right.
that fight could be made because it's not in house, but both of them signed with the PBC.
Not only that, but also you gotta understand one thing. People been complaining about Tank doesn't fight any
I
black
agree.
boxers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
don't-
saying? So you
don't.
gotta shut the audience up too.
So
Yeah,
do you feel
yeah.
that way?
I do.
I mean, I do. Honestly, I do feel that way.
Did you
So-
feel that way, Tay? 410.
Shit, maybe.
What you mean, maybe?
Maybe. Well, I don't know. I'm with Tank right or wrong. So
I mean, look, the question, like,
No, he said he would Tank right or wrong, so
Yeah,
he
facts,
don't care.
facts.
What you think? Tank ain't fight back black boxer yet?
He hasn't. I never seen him.
why you think that?
Keep
is?
in mind, this
I
guy's.
never seen him though.
But
He don't.
I'm
He
explaining
hasn't.
to you why.
Keep in mind, this is a Shakur Stevenson fan in here. I don't know
Right.
how
And
he.
me too.
You know what I'm saying? So quiet.
Right.
But do you think Tank have to fight a black fighter to be considered what? Do you think that?
Nah, he's still great.
Okay.
I think he's great.
So,
So
Baltimore, man.
I think he's
switching gears. Do you think Tank is more popular of all the boxers in his weight class because he's from Baltimore? Do you think that got a lot to do with it, or you think because he signed with Floyd Mayweather? I want to hear your
I think
opinion on
because,
that.
I think because he signed with Floyd,
Okay.
and I think because he entertaining to watch. He could fight.
It's a package. Yeah.
He entertaining.
yeah,
Watch.
I agree.
I keep it real.
I think it's a combination of what you just said, and only I would add he's entertaining. He's a knockout artist. We watch boxing to see niggas get knocked the fuck out. You feel what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, sure.
And that's what you gonna see a knockout when you see Tank. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? So because he signed with Floyd Mayweather, that definitely helped excel his career for one. But for two, the nigga knocks shit out. You feel what I'm saying? He's entertaining.
I think because he's a city nigga.
He put in that work.
That's why I think
Like
he's.
Crawford
I think
should've-
he's.
I mean,
Some people got it,
Errol.
some people don't.
Right.
Tyson passed the torch, just like AI. Some people got it, some people don't. Just like prime time. You gotta
That's my dog.
geographically makes a difference when you're in sports, especially when you're a black athlete. I'm trying to tell you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If Tank was from Eastern Shore, he wouldn't be Tank, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, I got you. And I mean, the world, honestly, the world do got a big fascination with Baltimore. They have a reputation, you know what I mean? Although
he got that spirit.
I'm not
Already.
advertising or supporting the killing and all that, but you know what I mean? We do got the highest murder rate and, per city capita, you know what I
It's just like
mean? Over Chicago and all that. So people do take a huge fascination towards, you know what I mean?
The spirit is greatness.
Say it again.
It's greatness. Like, we got a lot of great stuff that happen in the city.
We do.
I said, do
Absolutely.
you think that Tank's popularity comes from more so because he's from Baltimore?
Yeah, he's a city nigga. Absolutely.
But with Baltimore specifically,
No, I
it's
think-
a lot of city.
absolutely.
It's a lot of city niggas like Shakur. I mean, he's from Jersey.
Okay,
Jersey
so
City.
why he ain't as popular as Tank?
He born.
Everything.
Why he ain't as popular as Tank?
He born. His fighting style.
Why your man ain't as popular as Tank? Why
Yeah, you
Shakur
gotta
Stevens ain't as
call
popular
him.
as Tank? He from Jersey. Jersey is just a hip.
But Devin
hip-
Haney's
Devin Haney's from Oakland.
Devin Haney is a West Coast
Yeah.
suburban kid.
Facts.
He can't fit inside this
Right.
equation of his conversation unless we just talking about in the ring.
Right.
Style, and I'm talking about a lifestyle of boxers
Right,
now.
right,
I didn't
right.
mean to switch the narrative, but I got to, before we
right.
close out, I got to talk about Tank. And I got to say why
Right.
he's one of the most,
Do you think he beats Inoue?
who Tank?
Yeah.
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 I think he beat Inoue up.
I
I
think
think
he
Tank
beat
can
Inoue
beat anybody. Do you know why I say that?
Why?
Now, when you say
Power.
anybody, how far are we talking? Because weight classes.
From 134.
From
Nah.
135 to
Oh,
140.
all right, gotcha.
But when I'm saying about, I think he could beat anybody, I'm not saying that he's going to win every fight.
Right.
But he beats everybody. Do you know what I mean by that when I say that?
What you mean?
And I'm only saying that because this brother likes one of the most nicest, skillful boxers in the 135 Division 2, which is Shakur Stevenson.
Right.
So I got to pick on this guy
Right.
as long as he's in here.
Right.
So I'm saying this. When I say, and you help me because people get my words twisted up.
Right.
When I say beat, I mean this. If Tank fights Shakur
Right.
today or tomorrow, and this Shakur gets the decision, we don't know if Shakur got to go to the hospital after the fight. But we know Tank gonna go home.
Right.
Shakur might go to hospital with broken ribs, a broken jaw. But the judges gave him the decision because he looked at more slicker around the ring and he got a little more
Absolutely.
pity pat
Right,
punches.
Right. That's a fact.
Right. Which is exactly how I see that going.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta refute it.
What you mean? You got your core winning?
I got Shakur beating
No,
Tank.
I got Tank winning the fight as well because if he hurt him enough, the judge is gonna see it. But if Tank do some unofficial damage, meaning if me and you get in a fight right now, right, and you swinging more and hitting me more, but I catch you, boom, and I break your nose, and then somebody says, "Oh, Short," and Ricardo got into it. Ricardo got out on Short. He won. Don't know he had to go to John Hopkins
Right.
because I broke his nose.
Right.
I beat him up.
Right.
Right.
He just
Right,
looked
right,
like
right,
on
right,
paper
right,
that he got more
right,
punches.
Right. Right.
That's what I mean. Tank will beat anybody, meaning beat him up, hurt him.
Right.
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 Shakur and them can't do that.
Facts.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And
That's
he-
what I'm saying.
And even Crawford even admitted that he was like, man, look, Shakur over everybody. Like Shakur will beat everybody in boxing. You feel me? But he was
He'll
honest.
win.
Yeah, but
He
he
won't
was honest about it. He said Tank is the most explosive, the most powerful.
Oh, and
So he felt like
the face of boxing right now.
facts.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So he felt like Tank would be the hardest competition for Shakur. But like you said, Shakur he's a point type, but he's a boxer. He's a true boxer. He's not a brawler. He ain't gonna go in there and beat nobody up, fuck nobody up. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's gonna get his points, which is why I think he will win the boxing match at the end of the day because Tank takes a little while to download information and all
Right.
He
that
said
shit.
he's
You
not
feel
going
what
to
I'm
do
saying?
that. He said,
hope not. I wanna
he
see
said-
the
he
aggressive
said-
Tank if
he
we get
said
that.
If he fights somebody like Shakur,
Right.
it's going to be a different Tank.
That's
just
what
like
I
he
mean.
went in there with Ryan.
Facts.
He's not doing all.
Yeah. And that's what it's gonna take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Shakur not going to do all that.
Right.
He going to pipe it
Let me
down.
ask you guys a question. What do you guys think about Pitbull performance?
Trash.
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 I've been saying, man.
Chihuahua.
Ain't nobody looking for
You know Pitbull hit Chihuahua.
Tank and Pitbull. You think what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want to see that again. I don't want to see that
right?
again.
Chihuahua, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I became, and you gotta think too. Like when you see the fights like live in real time, it looks different than when you go back and watch it because a lot of niggas was trying to act like it was a competitive fight between Cruz and Tank,
Right.
as if Cruz got out on him.
Right.
No, he didn't.
At all.
And Tank's hand was fucked up for like what 4 rounds of that. He beat the shit
Right.
out of him with one hand.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
He fractured his hand like in the 5th round.
Yeah.
In the 5th round.
And I lost money on that fight because I was betting a Mexican that was
Okay.
sitting in front of me
For stoppage.
and I kept up in the bet
For a stoppage.
for the round. Yeah, because
yeah.
I said I bet $100
Right.
that Tank knocked him out the next round.
Right.
I lost.
Lost.
I
Bet
bet
never $100. That's
because
expensive.
when
Right.
I first started, I
Right.
said, "Oh, Tank ready to put him to sleep."
Right.
Right.
So he ended up getting $4 out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it was as competitive. When I go back,
But if we wasn't in LA, I wouldn't have paid him. But there was too many Mexicans out there. I thought I was still in Baltimore. If now he was down in Baltimore arena,
fuck you.
he wouldn't have got paid.
Right.
High guard.
Yep.
He come forward. That's it.
Yeah.
He was coming forward all fight. That's what it
All
was so
fight.
close.
And that's why motherfuckers think it's close because they used to Tank hurting motherfuckers while they fighting on their back foot.
But if
Right.
you look at the fight, he was throwing like at least 15 punches every round, and the nigga was missing like every punch. He was never
Right,
hitting.
Yeah, exactly.
So you losing when you throw a punch and you're not hitting
He almost
nobody.
lost that fight. If honestly, Cruz.
What fight? Oh, the fight just
Yeah.
now. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But the
Yeah.
other guy was trash too.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I mean, he
what's
was an undefeated fighter.
So you know, in a few minutes, who watching Jake Paul and Nate Diaz?
That's tonight, ain't it?
That's tonight.
Nobody
Yeah.
watching that shit.
I mean, I might tune in if I got enough time, maybe, but I ain't really a fan.
I ain't watching. I'm gonna eat a crab
Nah.
cake and watch it on YouTube tomorrow.
Nah,
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do.
I don't entertain that bullshit, man.
Right.
To be
So-
honest with you.
If you could pick anybody to come back and come out every time in a fight for what they call what Jake Paul and them doing
It's a exhibition.
exhibition. Who
Yeah.
would you pick?
A retirement.
Two people coming back and fight an exhibition,
I
but it
gotta-
counts for a real boxing.
Dead or alive or
alive, of course.
alive?
I gotta pick my favorite boxer, of course,
Mayweather.
Mike Tyson.
Oh, Mike
And
Tyson.
He
who?
already did it.
Wow, man. And Holyfield.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Might have to come back to me. I need a second for that one. No, matter of fact, you know what? Mayweather. I want to see Mayweather and Crawford.
Woo! That's a
Wow.
hard pill to swallow.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, like I say,
That's a good one.
city minds
Yeah.
think alike.
Yeah.
Right.
You said Mayweather, you said Mayweather. Now I'm about to say Mayweather.
Right.
But guess what, family? TV world. I'm gonna say Floyd Mayweather and Tim Bradley. I always wanted Floyd to put
Beat the
hands
shit
on
out. I
Tim
don't
Bradley.
like Tim Bradley.
Trash,
Yeah.
bro.
And I
don't
want
like
them to
Tim
come
Bradley.
back.
Right.
And I want listen, Floyd. Listen, Tim Bradley. Come back and fight each other.
Right.
Since Tim
Facts.
Bradley said
Facts.
that weak ass
Right.
shit out his
Right.
mouth when he said Floyd ain't never want to sign. It was some crazy shit.
What'd he say?
He tried to make it like Floyd kind of not really ducked him, but like he wanted to fight Floyd so bad.
Right.
He ain't say Floyd Mayweather name when he was out here.
Right. Right.
But I want to see Floyd just for Errol Spence can get his lick back.
Yeah. Straight
Right,
up.
right.
Straight up. Yeah.
Fuck
Bradley
him
be
up.
having a lot of, yeah.
For
Right.
even
Right.
allowing Crawford to even
Right.
you know say do that
Right.
to my man.
Right.
Floyd, come back and fuck Tim Bradley up.
Yeah. I would like to see that.
I've
Come back.
never been a
Fuck
Tim
him.
Bradley fan, to be
Me
honest
neither.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I like him
if
as a
I seen
person.
the exhibition, that's what I would want to see.
Yeah. That would be cool. I
What
would
about
like
you?
that.
Andrew Wall.
Okay.
Andrew Wall and Canelo.
Perfect. That's good.
Damn, yeah, that's a
Woo,
good pick,
I'm
yo.
back to you.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a
Back to
good
you,
pick,
big bro. What's up?
Ricardo.
Who you want to come back and win? You said you had to think about.
No, I said it would definitely be Mayweather and Crawford.
Oh, yeah, you did say.
Yeah. So, all right, boom, while we on that, whose legacy do y'all think is going to be better? If, hypothetically speaking, Crawford beats, what's the name in a rematch? Errol in a rematch. Errol rooting for you. And then beats Charlo. Undisputed, three weight classes.
Right.
Undisputed, 3 weight classes. His record would be then, what, 41 and 0,
42.
42 and 0, 31 knockouts, possibly 32 knockouts, right? Against Floyd's 50 and 0. Who do you think is going to be more solidified in history between them two?
You don't have to think.
Yeah, me either. Floyd, all day. Money man.
I think Floyd.
TV line.
Floyd.
Y'all don't even think it's like a conversation.
It's not even close,
No, it's
honestly.
not-
It's not
it's
even
not a
close.
conversation.
Why?
It's not even,
What do you
I mean,
think?
Because Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd.
Because Floyd Mayweather,
Man.
you got to understand, he beat Canelo Alvarez every round.
Yeah.
Every
That's
round.
a young Canelo.
Every round.
Hear what I'm saying? Floyd was young. So what I'm saying is this, and I say this: if Terrance Crawford was to fight Canelo right now, I'll bet all the money that he
Canelo.
has, and that he has, and that you has, and that you has, that he won't win every round against Canelo Alvarez.
But do you think he wins?
Don't matter.
Do you think he wins?
He won't win every round. See, you gotta understand.
I give you that.
Flo-
But who you think is going to have their hand raised?
possibly Terrance Crawford.
Okay.
Because I say if he go up to 168,
That's just too much.
Yeah.
Crawford even said that he like them
You know
niggas
what
too
I'm
big
saying?
up there.
But that's what I'm saying. Floyd beat the best. He beat Pacquiao every round.
Absolutely.
To be technical.
Yeah,
To be-
absolutely.
but it was, huh?
He did.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you gotta understand. You might say you still can't say he beat Errol Spence every round.
Who?
Crawford.
Oh, Crawford. Yeah. Well,
He
What you
didn't
mean?
win the first round.
he didn't win the first
What?
round. No, he did not win the first round. He
Errol
didn't.
Spence won the first
Yeah, he
round.
definitely
How
won
he
the
won
first
the
round.
first round?
Yeah, he
How?
did. He was way more active.
You said how?
He was
Because
way more
He
active.
threw more shots.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was like it doesn't. That first round doesn't like it didn't mean
It
nothing.
don't even really
It don't really
count.
count.
It do count.
It do
No,
count.
it don't count.
It do
It
count.
don't count because they didn't do nothing.
Huh?
I
don't
don't
do
have
it.
nothing to
Count.
say after that.
What you mean it don't
Man,
count? It
took
don't
you,
count,
honestly,
bro.
man.
What do you mean it don't
I
count?
have nothing to say, honestly.
Huh?
What do you mean it don't count? Like
So
it
at the end of
count.
the day, he got beat up. That you gotta raise that out.
Yeah, but
I
that
said-
wasn't.
That wasn't the question.
Yeah.
I said Floyd Mayweather beat Canelo every round.
Right.
Right.
Floyd Mayweather beat what's that boy Terrell Gotti, may he rest in
He
peace.
beat the shit out of
He
Terry
beat him
Gotti.
every round.
Every
So,
round.
so all the
He
judges.
beat what's the other guy? Tall, bald head.
Yeah, if you
Floyd
pull it
won
up,
for the championship.
pull up the card.
Boy, Harry.
So we'll end up with that. It's the majority says, you know, Floyd legacy will still be more solidified than Crawford. Me personally, I think it's debatable, only because I think niggas forget that Floyd, like, we was complaining about, like, in real lifetime, we was complaining about Floyd's, his style. It was boring, a lot like Shakur. It was
Right.
boring. He wasn't knocking niggas out. Niggas was tired of seeing it. It was fucking boxing up. Like, Tank rejuvenated. Wilder rejuvenated it, getting the knockouts. Crawford rejuvenated. So to me, I think Crawford's wins were more impressive, which is why I think it's a debate. I think his wins, and I'm not a Crawford fan by no extent, but I think his wins were more impressive than Floyd's wins. And I think if he's undisputed in 3 weight classes, which is a high possibility he will be, beating Charlo, you know, I think it's debatable, me personally. I think niggas is big on that 50-0.
No.
Floyd did what he is. He the
No.
GOAT, he the richest and all that. But I don't think y'all been real about what the time, like real life time frame, how y'all felt about Floyd when it was actually happening. None of us was excited watching him.
I like
I
the
always
Pretty
been a
Boy Floyd.
fan.
I always been around since
I
Pretty
always
Boy.
been
That's my
fan.
point.
He had to switch it just like Floyd switched it up just like my favorite football player of all times, Ed Reed, switched it up.
That's my-
People keep forgetting.
That's my dog.
People keep forgetting that Ed Reed, and not to get off the boxing, Ed Reed was like Ronnie Lott at first.
Yes,
he used
Lord.
to hit people.
Yes, Lord.
He switched it up after he had a neck
Start
injury.
intercepting
and started
everything.
doing interceptions.
Yeah.
So just like what Floyd did, Ed Reed did the same thing. They don't know about the Ronnie Lott Ed Reed when he was smacking shit and you was scared to catch the ball because he was hitting.
Coming across the middle.
He let Troy Polamalu have that.
Fact.
And that's why Troy Polamalu didn't last long.
Right, right.
Ed Reed did what Floyd did. He was Pretty Boy Floyd. So I like Pretty Boy Floyd.
And that's my
Me too.
point.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. Niggas love Pretty Boy Floyd when he was getting active, but when he became Money Mayweather, we wasn't big on his style. Like, niggas wasn't.
He hurt his hands.
That all
had
that's
to
cool
switch
is
style.
boxing.
He had to switch
All that's
style.
cool is boxing though. Niggas is they gotta get through having to get through it. Errol Spence went through a fucking car crash. He ain't come back timid. He still came back being Errol Spence. You feel what I'm saying? So I just say that to say none of us enjoyed Floyd's last 5 years of his career. And I think that we hold on to the Pretty Boy Floyd moments, the 50-0, him being rich as a bitch, the GOAT, all of that more than actually living in that time frame and recalling that, yo, I really didn't enjoy his last 5 years. He won, but if we watching Crawford, like, he's still knocking shit out. He's still one of the hardest hitters. He's still crafty. I think his wins are more impressive. That it's worth a debate, and especially if you undisputed, which has never ever happened in 3 weight classes. I think it's a conversation.
Well, I see the vein popping in your neck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you have that. So, cause